Now let's put this aside to keep warm while we get on with the next part of our Raj Fest, the king prawn pakoras. First step, the beasts. I'm going to salt them and set them aside for 10 minutes or so. Batter me up, Mr. King.
I'll batter you up. So we have some besan flour or gram flour or chickpea flour. Natural yoghurt, 110 millilitres. Now look at that, that was good, wasn't it? I remembered something.
It's like a homage to St. Delia.
I'm sure there's a place you can go for that. The 75 millilitres of water, which I'm going to add gradually. The mix and consistency of this batter isn't like Yorkshire puddings. You want it thick and heavy so it sticks to those prawns when it's fried and dropped in the hot oil.
While Mr. King's batter may be smoother than Nat King Cole, it kind of has the taste of sucking a snooker ball. So now the time has come to add the flavour. Teaspoon of black mustard seeds, 1 chopped hot green chilli, the zest of half a lime, and 3 spring onions.
Give that a good mix through. Now, this is the bit I love. It's the messy bit. It's important that you get the oil quite hot with this. Maybe about 180, would you say?
I'd say 170. Test the temperature of the oil with a curry leaf. Yes, I think it's hot. We blew my hand off.
Now, there's a technique to this, right? 2 fingers, OK? Spread your batter up the side, look, so it's all covered. And then just drop it in, look.
Perfect. And they really only take a few minutes. Si, did we mention that the whole area is now a wildlife reserve?
I think we did, mate, yeah.
Well, let's prove it, shall we? Elephants!
Oh, wow! Look at those, man.
Isn't it gorgeous? As the sun sets, they're coming down to the lake for a drink. Either that or they smelt the pakoras. Let's get back to the frying.
We better.
I think it's about to go up.
Oh, how are you? Right. Never, ever, ever, ever leave your hot fat by itself, on its own. Gets very lonely and bursts into flames.
Not even if an elephant walks into the kitchen. Well, no, if an elephant walks into the kitchen, you've got to hedge your bets, haven't you, really?
You just put extra chips on.
That's the prawns done. The last bit couldn't be easier. Deep-fried curry leaves to scatter on the top. Just take a big heap of curry leaves and bung them in the hot oil. The cameraman's got no eyebrows left. And sprinkle. These are as crispy as can be. And to complete our feast, it's time for sundowners. And I think we've invented the perfect martini.
It's fantastic.
It's a cardamom and saffron martini. We just call it our golden martini. First, take a cocktail shaker. Well, plastic jug with a lid. Fill it about half full with ice. Take the driest vermouth you can find, 1 measure. And 1 measure of very, very dry gin. We're in the Cardamom Hills. We've got the best cardamoms in the world. Take about 15, just crack them so the gin can get into the seeds. Add to shaker. And lastly, a good pinch of saffron, good Kashmiri saffron. Now, not too much of this, because this can actually taint it. Put the lid on tightly. In a blender, give it a quick blitz. And pour into a martini glass. 1 chilled cardamom and saffron martini. See the saffron? It's like little tadpoles. Look at that. How good is that going to taste?
Cheers, pal. Cheers, mate.